to our left. Walker with the first header, and I think not for the first time among the England defence, which has this impressive record, but about which there are so many doubts. Walker has looked much more comfortable than one or two others. No substitutions by either side during the half-time interval. Confirmation there of the England lineup, 5 substitutes, of whom 2 may be used. First header for Vodovcic, and for the England captain. Just couldn't get the pass into Peter Beardsley, who actually was just short of the back man. The pass had been made. This fella's looked impressive. Kazmarek of Legia Warsaw. It's Vodovcic. Useful ball. Bashika has got away. Christoph Bashika, what a good challenge. Came in from Terry Butcher. Wet top surface, aiding the work by the Rangers centre-half. Well, to be taken right off the edge of the running track. Not easy to take from this side because of that. The pitch is very tight to the track indeed. It's a goal kick, and a little bit of a misunderstanding. Kozetski not playing the ball where his colleague would have wished.
Peter Shilton was just probably letting his defence know he realises he perhaps could have come for the original through ball that was eventually saved with a tackle very near the goal line by Terry Butcher.
Tchaikovsky. This is Chaubert. Massive players back, blocked the shot from Talashevich. That was from Robert Bashika. Good for Shilton. His performance in the England goal, Peter Shilton, has tend to make the statistics of goals against look like damn lies when looking at it in terms of the quality of the defensive play of the team as a whole. Fierce with the clearance. It's a free kick. Challenge on Beardsley. A lonely figure forward at the moment. Beardsley. Waddle. Really the only one who's taken a pole on in this match. He's done so again successfully. Nobody really in on the cross. Okay, you may have noticed with a hairstyle which doesn't suggest Eastern Europe at all. A little extra piece at the back. Walker's clearance. Only to Chaubert. McMahon across. Need to be there because Stevens collected. Mistake by Tchaikovsky. Lineker. With the opportunity, at the moment the need for the long throw, which comes, well claimed. Tchaikovsky. Six players forward of him. Bashika. Tchaikovsky wants it back again. Comes good to Novorotsky. This is Tchaikovsky trying to get his way through the middle. Cover all on the 18-yard line, but the corner needlessly conceded by Rocastle. Something easy, says Peter Shilton, or words to that effect. Corner number 9. 2 already in the second half for Poland. And now we're in double figures. Chaubert. Tchaikovsky not alive to that, but he actually, by not going there first time, he stayed onside. Chaubert, another corner. actually, but I think it was Waddle who got there first. So the pressure continues on England. Tchaikovsky on the 6-yard line, 4 just inside the 18-yard area. Podopchik, England moving out. Podopchik going across the line, cut out by Pearce. First 5 minutes of the second half have elapsed. And it's very much the question of counting down the time. So far of England providing a goal which would ease the pulse rate. Foul by Butcher. That's the whistles, and the crowd isn't large, but have certainly made themselves heard. It's Kozetsky who took him on and beat him on the outside. Podopchik has come forward to add his height in the middle. Tchaikovsky and Vashika. Milishevich is in the middle too. Out by Robson. Goal kick.
Quite a few Swedish press over watching this game. They've got to come here in 2 weeks, and I'm sure the Swedish team, seeing the Poles perform as they have done, will be quite happy if England could get the draw themselves and so put Poland out of contention.
Swedish manager Nordin is also here. It will be Poland's last home game in a fortnight, and they then have to go to Albania. And they only just managed to beat at home, but that was with different players and under a different manager. Butcher with the free kick for England. The first time we've really seen Pearce get forward. Shika. Oh, what a beautiful ball. Comes to Chaubert. 5 inside him. Chaubert's made a bit of room for himself. But as yet, there isn't the finish, Braisby. Was a little space there. Certainly he'd left Stevens, but the shot was a disappointment from his point of view.
Magnificent pass from our man Tchaikovsky again, wasn't it? From right to left.
Yes, you could almost say he's in tune, couldn't you?
I didn't like to say that.
It's not the same spelling, I hasten to add. Not quite the same pronunciation either. And he is a Pole, this one. Tchaikovsky and Kazmarek really have played well. Built well from the back, so comfortable on the ball. Is an area which is worrying for English football. There aren't that many players who play in the Football League who are defensively minded and can come forward in the way these Poles are doing, and so many other countries' players seem to be able to do. This is Podopchik. Certainly not playing in European competition. Is a major drawback for Bobby Robson and indeed for club managers. Marek. Podopchik. Player who is interesting Celtic among others. Tchaikovsky has spoken well about him. And Billy McNeil is one of the England managers, well, he's the Scotsman, one of the British managers who have come to watch this match. Alec Ferguson is another. Robert Vashika coming all across, but getting nowhere. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Still 0-0. And away goes McMahon, who was a bit more determined then than Kazmarek. Dovchik. Tchaikovsky got a knock in the back there. Just saw him hobble away. Indeed, he's hobbling all the way to the touchline for some treatment. That's nice to see. The player feels that he's well enough to go and get treatment rather than bringing the game to a halt. Here he is.
I must say that he's just slackened slightly, I think, when Poles were getting forward in that first half. They were getting forward in droves. Now, quite some numbers getting disappointed from the strikers.
Among their substitutes, Jan Furtok, who these days plays for Hamburg. The player bid was shot. Trouble Backel. The substitution is being made. Ashika is coming off. And well, I can tell you I didn't see him warming up. On has come Jan Furtok. It's Christoph Ashika who's gone off, and there's Jan Furtok of Hamburg. Tchaikovsky has more familiar player with him up front, played with him many times before. Tchaikovsky has scored 16 times for Poland. His 51st cap tonight. Furtok 8 in 21. Shilton has kept 59 clean sheets in his 111 appearances. Beardsley. Palashevich. Haven't seen too much of him in the second half yet. Won't get too far with challenges like that from Rocastle. Okay, will be taken again. Kazmarek. Nawrotsky. Vidovchik. England with every man behind the ball. Now, except Lineker. Nawrotsky. Chaubert's on this touchline. This is for Dovchik. Thought about the first time shot. Lineker needs to hold while support comes, and support is coming. Waddle making a good run. It was intended to float over the head for Beardsley, but didn't succeed. Tchaikovsky. Kozetski just inside him. Tchaikovsky, in fact, pulling away to the middle. Feel for the ball being out, and the linesman says yes, it was. Palashevich has gone across to take it. Yes, the linesman was absolutely right. Corner's quickly taken. Brodsky. Topchik again. Should be on the touchline, not used. And a rather disappointing effort from the Polish captain. They do seem to have lost a little bit.
The Polish captain there must have had half a dozen shots and sent them all into orbit as well right of the goal. And really in those situations, a more composed through ball or across, I think will pay better dividends, and that really is playing into England's hands, because they can tick away half a minute or a minute by taking a goal kick.
Lineker. Now straight into the path of Stevens. Chaubert. Tchanovsky down the middle, watched by Walker. This is Furtok in possession. But his play now a little more studied and a little less inventive as a result. Lineker, half a dummy. He's got 4 out with him on this attack. Robson makes the run, keeps onside, and the corner is conceded by Brodsky. Crowd has gone quiet too. And the belief that was clearly there in the first half is wavering a little bit for the home side. Lineker and Butcher in among the crowd. Butcher slightly further over than usual. And Robson with the header. And the touch from Lineker straight into the waiting arms of Backup. What was up?
Clear free header for Brian Robson there, and as the cross comes over, just clears the defender, heads it down, and Gary Lineker swiveling, trying to hook it in. I think actually just failing to get the touch, and Bacco very grateful.
Waddle. Stevens. Rocastle going wide, England enjoying their best spell of the match. But it was out. Waddle with Furtok. Tchanovsky down the right side. Kaczynski down the left. England pushing up to confine the space for the attack to be built. This is Chaubert. And a bit of space again. England with a pretty solid wall across the 18-yard line.
Just pushed up a little bit more as a unit, and just as they get into that attacking third of the field, Poland, they're not quite finding the space they did in those first 45 minutes.
Here's McMahon. And the bonus that's coming from that is that we are beginning to see a bit more of England in attack. Robson. Stuart Pearce. Waddle. Rocastle. At 20 minutes
with it. 0, England 0. And England now looking better value for their 0.
Occasions like this when, you know, on the bench, I'm sure Bobby Robson thinking, yes, we are getting more control, but you mustn't relax and let them get the impetus again. It'll only be one opportunity, one little opening, the crowd will start coming back to life. So at the moment, you just got to keep the game quiet and tense.
Marek. Wasted ball. And made with difficulty. Lineker quickly back on his feet. Rocastle behind. And he appears to be in the area. Robson threatening to get there. Lineker. Waddle comes forward too. Dive that does not produce the free kick, I hope. Well, the linesman thought that it should, but the referee says no, it was a throw, which has been taken while we looked at the replay of the incident. Marek hits it back. Quite so much movement forward for the Poles. Marek trying to inject a bit of pace from the rear. Czekanowski, the first real run he's done, and he was well covered there by Pearce. In the second half, that is, his run. Topchik. Kazetsky is down the middle. The good point as to which came first, Trevor. England limiting the space, or the Poles losing their pace?
Combination of both. I think when you see so many red shirts in front of you, you feel reluctant, or more reluctant to run with the ball as they were doing in that first half. And at the moment, there's no doubt Bernard and Robson sitting just in front of the back four, and Rocastle and Waddle sort of letting defenders come onto them. They can go so far, then after that, they're running into a brick wall.
Good tackle by Pearce, but it's conceded another corner, which for the record is the 13th. Referee asking a player who was warming up to move away. Rather curious, he's well on the track on the far side. Bertok has taken a position in front of Peter Shilton. He makes a good catch. Robert Bashika. Performance of Waddle has certainly limited him in this second period. We saw a lot of him building things in the first. But he's been rather more preoccupied as Waddle has had one or two runs which are beginning to come towards the end of the first half, which have increased perhaps in the second. Offside against Bertok. Past the halfway point of the second half. Still 0-0. England looking to qualify for the World Cup for the 7th time. Once making the finals, one as the previous 6 as hosts and once as holders. Gobert to Kozetsky. Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky's come up in the attack. Here he is, number 2, trying to set it inside, and it's Steve McMahon who makes it his again. Looked like handball and was. Two photographers have moved away from being behind the English goal to take a position on the halfway line. Could say they're hedging their bets. This is the most available for the throw. Lineker pulls away. Rocastle makes the forward run. Stevens comes outside. We haven't seen him do that yet. He's in a good position to get in a decent cross. Now Talasiewicz for Poland. Kozetsky on the far side. And he's losing his leg. And the referee, I think, may well have the book out against Chris Waddle. He does indeed. Chris Waddle is booked. That's actually the 3rd England player to have a yellow card against his name. And if FIFA stick with old rules, a 2nd yellow card against any player would mean he would miss the 1st match of the World Cup tournament. Waddle booked for the challenge on Kozetsky. An unlikely player to be booked, I think it should be said. And the crowd lifted slightly by that. 6 Polish players in attacking positions, 4 in the area, 2 just outside. Tchaikovsky roughly on the penalty spot. Butcher puts it out of harm's way for yet another corner. 14 Poland have had as against England's 2. England's 3. They have 1 in the second half. There's no great danger. Well met by Waddle. Nawrocki tried to meet it well and didn't. McMahon just gave it leather. Pierce. Hold down in front of me, waves in disappointment as the wide player wasn't allowed to get away.
Great example there of the English defensive formation. There you see Beardsley and Lineker in the picture, and then the 8 other England players all in their own half waiting for the Polish team to come onto them. And once they then get into England's half, that is where they're having the problems of getting the space to run at the defence.
Gobert. Tchaikovsky. Good touch to Kozetsky, but his shot is wide. Dovchik, Butcher, Dovchik, and the free kick has been given against Stevens, and the referee says no, he doesn't need attention, and then changes his mind.
I shouldn't think he does need attention. Gary Stevens really has hardly touched him. Having gone down in such a swallow dive, I suppose he's got to make worthwhile the trainers coming on. They've got his free kick, and England have got to keep their wits about them.
Kozetsky just has a little hobble away to the touchline. Rotsky has gone to the right of the player in possession. Rather put off by the two who came to him. I think he didn't really hit the ball truly. This is Jekanovski. He thought he was caught, and I think he had a better case than did Kozetsky a few moments ago. And we're into the last quarter of an hour. Still 0-0.